respecting their play action game. Just kind of what are the basic keys in your position for when you know a team can rely on that?
Yeah. They do a lot of things well. We just got to keep our eyes right, really. Eye discipline is a big thing for us this game. And then, just improving from week 1 to week 2 is really all it is.
How do you feel like you played last week, particularly in coverage? Because they didn't test you very much, and you didn't get to record a stat because of that. So just how do you feel like you ended up playing?
Yeah, I noticed that, going back and watching film, it felt like there wasn't a lot of action going on. But as far as my job, I did what I needed to do, did well in coverage because, I didn't get tested a lot, which I'll take as a compliment, as a DB. So, just looking to improve, make the plays that come my way this week.
Is it like having a brother on the opposing team and good seeing him probably in person more than you would normally?
Yeah, that was so cool. Once a lifetime experience, getting to see that and the family getting to see it and everybody, being there. That was super awesome. He had a great game, so that was super cool to see. Very proud of him.
So like now that Jamal's back, I mean obviously he was back last week too, but back and able to play on the weekend, and just what's that competition dynamic like now with the two of you?
Oh, it's just, both. I love when he's available and ready to go because it pushes me to be as good as I can. I'm pushing him to be as good as he can. And at this point, it's not competing for a spot anymore. We're going to share time regardless, and so. It's at this point, it's just preparing ourselves, both of us, to be at our best come Saturday.
In a timeshare, is that going to be situational, or maybe you fit certain situations better, or is that just going to be a rep split?
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's up to coach. Our job is really to just go out there and do our best and make take care of our business and let the coaches handle who's playing and when to sub and not.
The guy that does so well and prides himself, particularly against the run. What do you see from this running back core where, on tape last week, none of them had a lot of carries, but one has over 100 yards and 9 carries.
Yeah.
They feel like their best running back might be the freshman who got in very late.
Right.
And obviously Teague has a lot to his credit. So.
Yeah, they had a lot of big plays last week. We saw some big guys, big running backs, a little different than, what we saw last week. But so it's going to emphasize our tackling and really just making sure we wrap up, get all 11 guys to the ball. But it's just it's another team, another running back core that we feel like we can, if we do our things and do what we're supposed to do, then we can handle it and should be all right.
You guys played some great tight ends in this conference. Ruckert is right up there nationally from them. Does he compare to anybody, the UCLA's guys, Stanford's guys you guys played even last year?
Yeah, he's really solid. He's a solid tight end. Doesn't make a lot of mistakes, which we notice. I'd hate to compare people, I look at whether they're making the right plays, whether they're making mistakes that we can capitalize on. But other than that, we notice he's a good tight end. We're gonna have to be smart with our eyes, like I said earlier, and eye discipline. So. He's a good tight end. They got a lot of good players, but we feel like we have a lot of good players too. So we just it's about matchups and winning our one-on-ones.
Big matchup for you guys with some of the most talented wide receivers in the country. What's the secondary going to have to do to try to slow them down?
Play our game, and like I said, eye discipline again. We don't have to put on a Superman suit for this game. We just have to play our game and do what we're supposed to do, take care of business. And if all 11 guys are doing their job, it's not just a secondary. It's up front guys getting pressure, so we don't have to sit in coverage all day. So really, it's about just doing our job and reading our keys, keeping our eyes right, and we should be all right.
What was Coach Yates saying as far as feedback-wise from the Fresno State game? What you saw from you guys?
Yeah, obviously a lot of stuff to clean up. Didn't give up many big plays, which is a positive. But there's a lot of dink and dunk stuff that we can clean up and some zone coverage stuff that we need to work on. That's about it for that one.
Do you relish the opportunity going to a hostile environment like this, and how big is that because of how loud it's going to be from a communication perspective for you guys defensively?
Yeah, so I thought I was thinking about this earlier. It's actually going to be probably quieter for us when defense is on the field. Just as they're trying to distract our offense, and then when their offense on the field, they're trying to keep it quiet. But it's just another game, man. Really, it might feel a little bigger because it's Ohio State, but to us, we're approaching it like it's another game. So.
Did you have a chance to play in Columbus while you were at Illinois?
Oh yeah. So I played there my freshman year, 9th, 10th game of the season, I believe. We weren't quite as talented as this team, you know. But
point is, you're one of the few guys on this team who's been in 110,000 seats.
Yeah, yes. So I will have that experience, you know, going into it, which I think, you know, I can bring in as a you know, a leadership kind of role and help the guys, you know, get through that, whatever daunting it may be.
The Illabuck matter to you a little bit?
Yeah, exactly.
Having played in the Big Ten, though, you understand maybe what Ohio State means in that part of the country better than others. This is a big program. Do you kind of communicate some of that or talk about it to the team a little?
I mean, honestly, we let the you know, the media really handle all that. You know, hyping the game up. For us, like I said, it's another game, and that's how we got to treat it. You know, the more we try and put emphasis on it, I think it'll, you know, just it will get us off of our game and psych people out. So we're playing, you know, preparing like it's another game. We know the talent they have, and we just have to match up against it.
In terms of Wilson in particular, I know he's moved to the X now, but he had been in the slot and he's certainly capable of it. If you get matched up with him at various points in particular, just what does he pose by way of challenge as a receiver?
Yeah, you know, him and Olave and you know, 11 that they have, they move all those guys around. And you know, personally, I'm studying each one as you know, what their tendencies are, so that I, you know, guard them maybe a little differently, give them a different look. But at the end of the day, it's a one-on-one matchup, and you gotta win it. You know, you can do as much film study as you want, but if you get out there and you're not, you know, locked in on your keys and eye discipline, then it's not gonna work out for you. So.
We good?
Thanks, Ben.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Yep. Thank you guys.